Hello and welcome to an episode of Historically Marked. I am Jason, just in a rural area somewhere just outside of Fulton, Mississippi, and I am in Itawamba County. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it, but I am in a pretty much wood area, and I am just a few steps away from the birthplace of Elvis Presley's father, Vernon Presley. There are two historical markers here. Let's get rolling. Here we go. Alright, so you got to go through a lot of windy roads in the woods. Some of them may seem like they are one-horse roads, so you really got to like stay to the right. Because, yeah, there are people that live out here. But, again, here is a site where a house once stood that belonged to the family of Vernon Presley. Oh, look, they even got a picnic area. I'll have to shake you down there pretty soon. I'm going to start some things off with this historical marker. Vernon Presley, the father of Elvis Presley, was born April 10th, 1916, in a house that once sat on the site. In 1933, Vernon married Gladys Smith, and in 1935, Elvis Aaron Presley was born. Vernon moved his family to Memphis, Tennessee in 1948 in search of better employment. After giving Elvis his first guitar in 1946 as a birthday present, Vernon watched his son become a music legend known as the King of Rock and Roll. Vernon Presley died in Memphis in 1979, and this was put up by the Mississippi Department of Archives and History in 2009, and it says the same on the back as well. But I'll show you more about this one too. It probably says just about the same information like most of them do. Okay, so Vernon Presley was born here on April 10th, 1916 to Jessie D. Presley and Minnie Mae Hood. This sign is placed by the Itawamba County Historical Society in recognition of the historical significance of this location. Vernon Presley, father of Elvis Presley, was born here on, again, April 10th, 1916 to Jessie D. Presley and Minnie Mae Hood. The research was based on the crucial information provided by the Presley cousin, Mackie Hargett, whose friendship and visits with Vernon Presley and his family occurred over a period of 20 years. This location is included in some extended tours of Elvis' birthplace. Alright. And that one doesn't have anything on the back either. But this doesn't really have very much of a parking area. I mean, unless they encourage cars to pull in here. I just pulled alongside the road. I didn't want to pull into that, trailer or mobile home across the road, but I guess I'll go ahead and follow these footsteps. They got song or music notes on them. And then, let's see. So they got a sitting area here. I guess this is somewhat of a park. I did not know this was going to be like a park setting. But yeah, if you bring your picnic lunches and drive a few miles to the middle of nowhere where I'm at, then yeah, enjoy a picnic where Elvis's father was born. And they even got a trash can over there too. And another bench. But now, I do not know for sure. This is just my guess. I don't think there's a historical marker at the site where Elvis's mother was originally born, but I'm pretty sure they had to go through a lot of crucial information like it says over there. And like it says on the marker, Vernon did outlive his family. Gladys died, I think, in the 1950s or early 60s, something like that. And of course, Elvis died in 1977, and his twin brother died at birth. So it was very sad that, he pretty much outlived his whole family. But he was living at Graceland. I mean, even like when Elvis, of course, bought Graceland Mansion in Memphis, I mean, his parents moved in with him, and they remained there for the rest of their lives, as well as Elvis. And of course, Graceland is a top tourist attraction, for which I'm going to later in this trip. But I'm sure Vernon was in many ways proud of his son. I mean, I'm sure he knew that Elvis was really irritated with the whole fame and fortune thing after a while, but he knew that his boy wanted to be big and, you know, prosperous, and that he got to see and all that. And I mean, like I said, you know, raising Elvis was, you know, a big challenge, especially down here in Mississippi and during the Great Depression, because as I mentioned in other videos, that the Presleys, along with many other families here in Tupelo, they were struggling and working odd jobs. And Vernon at one time served 8 months in prison for writing a bad check. But Elvis achieved the rags to riches American dream, his boy did, and, you know, I guess the father kind of went along for the ride, I guess. I don't know how you want to put it. All right, thanks so much for tuning into this episode of Historically Marked. I am Jason, standing on the birth site of Elvis's father, Vernon Presley. All right, I'm Jason in Mississippi, signing off.